Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. Alright, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakudash. The bonus being to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well and taught us His 100% truth. Much peace and blessings be unto you, whole fool. Let the push not this word of thought, truth, and sincerity. To all you Akim, I do say Shalom. I'm the Akira. I'm coming in with a quick hit. Based off some headlines. So yesterday there was a breaking post captioned, Israel has assassinated the Prime Minister of Gaza, Ismail Haniyeh, after slaughtering his children and his grandchildren. Now, about an hour ago today, you had a breaking post from the Spectator Index stating Israel's Channel 12 reports that messages have been sent to Iran through diplomatic back channels that Israel is willing to go to a full-scale war if Iran and its proxies conduct a significant retaliatory response to yesterday's assassinations, which those assassinations consisted of none other than Ismail Haniyeh. Right now, you got a new post stating in the next 72 hours, Iran and its affiliates will launch a large-scale attack on Israel. Pentagon tells CNN. All right, so now you see we're in the midst of this thing, man. Right, that Third World War, which we've been prophesying about for what's it called, the past, past several decades, man. Right, even before I was born in '04, and you had the apostles and others and the men on down established at the time. They would always speak about, World War III, World War III, World War III, and people disregarded that. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. World War II is the last war. No. All right, now you guys are eating up your fucking words, man. You guys are swallowing your words. Like, oh yeah, those men were right. Hey, but that was prophecy going into how then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. Right, because the prophets are still here to this day. Hey, the subject unto the prophets, the spirits of the prophets are subject unto the prophets, man. Right, so I'm gonna pull out the book of Revelation. The book will shudder with me. Right, the 11th chapter, verse 14. The second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right, the first and second woe are past, but the third woe comes quickly now. And that word woe, it refers to that third world war, because woe means death and destruction as much as it means grief and lamentation. Right, those are all aspects of war. Right, you play Battlefield 1, or you look up on YouTube how Battlefield 1 makes war suck. Right, you listen to all these various witnesses and accounts of that been in wars. They all tell you the same goddamn thing. It's horrible. It's terrible. All right, people just have to talk, but they can't walk the walk when it comes to that war. Right, because within woe, within war, you could have a person talks about how, my dad and my older brother got drafted into that war and they died. Hey, my mom got caught up. My mom was a nurse and she got caught up in that crossfire in the hospital when she was treating some wounded. Hey, my little sister and my niece and my daughter. Hey, they got caught up in that rubble and died. Right? And my grandma she suffered a stroke. Hey, she died from fear. Hey, she was literally scared to death. This and that of the sort. Hey, I went to war and now I'm crippled. Right, so now you have a PTSD, which back then was known as shell shock. All right, those are all aspects of war. You had what's it called, the Battle of the Bulge. These various battles, a lot of destruction happened. Hey, the Pearl Harbor, man, a lot of physical destruction, a lot of population destruction, man, a lot of death. Those are all aspects of war. So that third war is referring to World War III. And you see that now. That's why you look into these various articles. They talk about how can this lead to World War III. And we know that Israel against Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis, which are backed up by Iran. We all know that as well as China against Taiwan and the Philippines, which are backing up Taiwan. Those countries will lead to that Third World War. And one thing I know about a world war is that there's always picking and choosing sides. That's how it was for World War I and World War II. You're gonna have these various nations. Side with the major fronters, and that's what's gonna lead to that global war. Right. I'm pulling on the preset in the book of Isaiah, the 13th chapter, verse 5. It reads, or verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle, which that word of muster basically means to, what's it called, number, assemble, to gather. And that's where you see a lot of these spirits that man wanted to be, what's it called, a chef in their youth. Right? So the Lord put them in the minds to, what's it called, desire that war. You see a lot of spirits, what's it called, are going to war now. Right? A lot of new spirits waiting to be shipped out. You know, they're in the DP, they're in the DEP. You know, they're police, and they're just waiting, right, for that boot camp. And if not, they're already in boot camp, waiting to join the fleet. They're in their MCT, right, getting those courses in. And if they're already in the fleet, you know, they're what's it called, they're training into that day. Hey, they know that they're ready for war, man. Right? So that's why going back, it says, like of us a great people, a tumultuous, which means confusing, a loud noise of the kingdoms of nations, not just two opposing forces, man. All right, most modern day wars is always two parties fighting each other, but in this case, it's gonna be multiple, man. Multiple. Hey, what's it called? I'll put the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter, and it reads in verse. All right, here, boom. Hey, verse 1. Behold, in those days, in the time that when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, and the Lord's about to bring again the captivity. He's going to deliver us from this place, man. We are in those days. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right, Jehoshaphat translates to Yahweh Shaphat in the Hebrew, which means Yahweh will judge, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and given a boy for an harlot, and sold a gift, or it's like a girl for wine that they might drink. Right, but I'm gonna jump down to verse 9 here. Here's a point right here. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. All right, referring to the heathen nations in this case. Now, I could also refer to, Jake, man, because you got Jake in the American military, the Mexican military, a lot of South American militaries. You got Jake right now working as mercenaries for, on the Russian side or the Ukrainian side. So proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men referring to what's it called, warriors, soldiers, man. And right now we've been in what's it called, in most countries, it's just been what's it called, peace, or how we call it, peacetime, I don't know. Right now, what's it called, they're just serving in peace. Very soon they're gonna serve, what's it called, with blood, man. They're gonna serve, literally, fight in a war. So prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war that war draw near, let them come up. A lot of those spirits that are now the elect, that were in the military, they're going back to their old ways. The military, right? Hey, there is no thing under the sun. We're here to fulfill our lots, man. So be your plows and the swords, Slakia. Be your plowshares and the swords, and your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say I am strong. Yeah, so right now this ain't no goddamn time for what's it called, settling down, building and farming, reaping that harvest, living a good life. This ain't time for that, man. Right now it's time for what's it called, war. It's time for action. Right? It's time for destruction. So, again, beat your plowshares and the swords and your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say, I'm strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened up and come unto the valley of Jehoshaphat, for they will I set to judge all the heathen round about. Now, what's it called? Verse 10 reminded me of Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. How there's a purpose and a time for everything. It was a time to, work, domestically. Now it's time to work internationally, going abroad and fighting. So, Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, verse 1, to everything there's a season and a time to every purpose in heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. Yeah, that's a time to die in that world war, man. And what's it called? A lot of those spirits that don't die early on, when Yahweh shine, the angels come back, they're gonna die from them. Because again, going back to this is the 13th chapter. And yet they durst fight, but the Lord shall consume them. With the cherry lasers, man. Continuing on verse 2. A time to plan and time to pluck up that which is planted. And we know the end of this third world war is the destruction of all nations, man. First and foremost, America. Right? this place, she will get pitted down badly. She will be plucked up, man. Right? A time to plug up that which was planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. Right? A time to kill right now. A lot of killing with the sword. That's why I tie back to Isaiah the 3rd chapter, verse 25, if I'm not mistaken. It reads, verse 25. Thy man shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war. Right? And it reads, and the gate shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit up upon the ground. And that also ties back to scarcity of men, which will make a man finer than gold and wages of fear, and that man to be specific, an Israelite man of the Lord. All right, the Lord's gonna put that spirit, to distinguish his men from the average man. You have these women, what's it called, with that a man, looking for protection. They're gonna be seeking a man. Hey, go back to Isaiah the 32nd chapter. If that should be a covert as in hiding place, right? Hey, there's gonna be a scarcity of men, given the fact this draft, and you got that whole draft thing going on with you're automatically registering the selected services, whether you like it or not, from ages 18 to 26. But time back to Ecclesiastes the 3rd chapter. Yeah, a ton to kill, verse 3, a ton to kill and a ton to heal, a ton to break down and a ton to build up. Right now it's a time to break down. Not break down and dancing, not break dancing, but break down buildings, man. Explosions, man. Missiles. Right? Hey, going back to Isaiah 54, chapter verse 14, and Isaiah the 66, chapter verse 15. On how with 54 verse 16, it makes a mention how the instrument, bring forth a work, created as a waste to destroy. And go back to 66 and 15, it makes a mention how the Lord comes with fire. Right? To render his anger. And even the chariots will come as a whirlwind. And they're also going to get down, man. The chariots are also going to get down. As you see in Independence Day, man. But continue on, it says, a ton of weeping, a ton of laugh, a ton of mourn, a ton of dance. Right, right now it's going to be a ton of weep, a ton of mourn. Right? That mirth is going away very soon, and so on and so forth. Hey, jumping down to verse 8. A time of love and a time of hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And now that peace that comes afterwards is going to be the establishment of the kingdom. Just like how Yahushua, when he was a Solomon, it was 40 years of peace, which was the introduction of the kingdom. Back then, well, it will be an eternal time of peace, man. It's gonna be perfect. That's why going back to Proverbs, the 29th chapter, if I'm not mistaken, it makes mention how but when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, man. Right now you have all this, what's it called, constant nagging, all this crap, all this protesting. For many have walked in great pride, as it is written. That's because of wicked in authority, and with the wicked being in authority, the people mourn. Right? Hey, but when we come in rulership after this third world war, this third world war is the vacuum, man. We need this vacuum to come into play for our kingdom. And then this kingdom shall be ruled in peace. All right? It should be in tranquility. It should be prosperous. Beautiful. Right? So again, a time of war and a time of peace. Right now is a time of war, man. To get down. Down, getting dirty. Down to the nitty gritty. But with that being said, let's go on to the next one. I do say Shalom.